Yeah. Press starter now. We got gang activity. Metro Police, Nashville.
Called you guys. We went about 20 minutes. It just became more increasingly aggressive and like loud and young people started calling us like faggots, that kind of stuff. So we called you guys like 2 more times to try and slow you guys up. And then I was like 10 minutes before you got here, about 5 minutes to 7 minutes before she got here. He jumped up, saying he's talking to you. As soon as he jumped up, he just threw down the ground. And then we just started there. She didn't flag her, she was going down and she was on call. She pulled out right away. I'll be here if you need me. All right, thanks.
Oh, I was scratching.
That sounds like the needle that they pierce.
Yeah, get it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Somebody was using some offensive words.
Well, that happens, but that's not why they're here.
Oh, that's what you were saying. It was impossible to catch everything you said.
Oh,
but
no, we had to call them because he wouldn't leave and then tried to come into the building after he'd been asked to leave like 10 times.
Oh, that's trespassing.
Nailed it.
Yeah, that's a crime with an actual human victim. Yeah. Those are not the same as words, you know what I mean? I mean,
if it was just
on a sidewalk, of course, you could say anything you want.
Right.
Well, the people have the right to say whatever they want, but if they do, what happens?
If he had been turned away and he wanted to stand out here all night long and say those words, there's nothing I can do about it. That's up to him.
There's nothing you could do about it. That's up to him.
He tried to enter our building multiple times, so we had to.
Right. Well, the thing is that when you exercise rights like free speech, it offends others. Well, others get offended, I should say.
I mean, and
they take away privileges.
I was offended, but that's not why the cops are here for him.
Well, you took away a privilege. You took away his privilege to go in there.
No, we took away the privilege because he tried to use a fake ID.
Well, for whatever reason.
Right.
Okay.
He has his First Amendment rights. He can say where if he tried to do that and then stood out here and called me the F word all night long, that's up to
You'd
him.
still let him back in as long as he didn't do it in there.
Not with a fake ID. That's the issue.
Oh,
if he
had a real ID, you would actually allow a protest inside there.
I mean,
of your employees.
If he had a real ID and a ticket to the show, I'm not stopping him for saying the F word.
To you or to your employees, or like screaming and yelling at him? I mean, there's a limit though, right?
If he's not being aggressive, if he's not being disturbing,
not being aggressive,
right? If he wants to walk around and say that, he can say that. But there's still a limit where he has to follow our rules, which is you can't ruin somebody else's good time inside. It's private property.
Yeah, it's private property.
If he stands out here and says it all night long, that's up to him.
Yeah, what happens out here happens out here.
Exactly.
You guys must have read the Constitution or something.
Once or twice. I'll tell you this.
That's more than the cops.
Ask them.
They don't read it.
Ask them to say what the Second Amendment fully is.
They don't know.
I couldn't even tell you, but it's not my job to enforce that.
Well, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, right?
This dude knows his stuff.
But that doesn't mean that everybody has the right. The people have the right.
Right? You strike me as the guy who understands constitutional carry in the state of Tennessee.
Constitutional carry, I mean, the people have the right to constitutionally carry anywhere because they're secure, right? But the question is people are peaceable, right? And so...
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
So people are peaceable, right? The people have the right of the people to peaceably assemble.
Correct.
Okay, but if people are peaceable, they can keep and bear arms, but why would they use them? Right, like Martin Luther King, they would rather die than take another life, right? So the idea that like the Second Amendment it's not for killing deer, okay, but it's also not for killing tyrants in this country. It is for killing tyrants invading from another country, right? So if like Mexico invaded, then that's where the Second Amendment is for, right? And I would say, so it says in order in order for a well-regulated militia, right? Well, people aren't regulated, right? People are on top, and the government is of the people, for the people, by the people. So the people can keep and bear arms, but once they get in the militia, they're not people anymore.
It's weird.
Right? So you see what I'm saying? So it's like the people. It seems to many that the Second Amendment is saying that the people should keep and bear arms so that they're familiar with them and how to use them.
And they should train.
Right,
You should learn how to fire guns safely.
Yeah, and then if there's a need for a militia, right, then training is that much easier because the forefathers didn't want a standing army. Right, they envisioned a militia forming up when the time was necessary. Right, but to get a militia to go fight for overseas, right, for privileges is harder to do, right, because it's all about privileges.
Did you serve?
The people don't serve, right? The people are on top. You're serving. You're in service to the people right now. You're not a servant of the people.
Right.
But when you get a job, just like that customer is required to follow your rules, you're also required to follow your boss's rules.
Correct.
Right? And anybody that has a job has sold their rights. They've traded them away for money.
Exactly.
Right? And that's okay. It's not a crime.
What's your name, boss?
It's not nice to call people names. Have you ever heard that?
I have, 100%.
Right? But it's more personal. Right? Because persons have names. That's their persona.
Right.
And when you go in your persona, then you can own things. You put them in your name. Right? But people don't own. And they don't have.
What can I call
name. Well, people are people. You can call people unless you... Are you used to calling people something else?
Yeah. Nicknames, whatever.
Nicknames?
Yeah.
Well,
You got a nickname?
the people have no power to stop you from saying anything.
Right.
But people are people, right? I mean, how
You want me to
many
just call you person?
how many people are you talking to right now?
One.
So you agree that you're talking to one people,
One person.
one people.
One person.
No, the people would be plural,
I get what you're saying.
right? People is singular and plural.
Right.
But the framers wanted to make sure that it was clear that people is singular and plural.
Right.
Right, and persons is singular, or person is singular, and persons is plural.
Right.
People is not plural of person. They're two separate words.
Okay.
Right?
I have to get back inside. I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
the time. What do you want me to call you?
absolutely.
What can I call you?
You can
You got like a YouTube?
you can call people,
Okay.
right? People, try it. Just say it, people.
Then I hope you people
Just
have
say
a
it,
great
people.
night. Yeah, I hope you people have a great night.
Just people.
People.
People. Yeah. But if you watch YouTube, check out Press Harder.
What is it?
Press Harder.
Press harder.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you won't see this video on there.
Why?
Because I didn't have to protest.
Oh.
Right? See,
That's the good news,
you know,
right?
just like it would be stupid to summon a jury for some trifleless activity,
Agreed.
right? Like a crime without a victim. You know, unlike trespassing, which has a human victim, right?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, you would hope you don't have to.
Well, if you're a jury member, how would you feel? How would you feel if the government?
Tickets. I told you you had to buy them at the box office. But I told you you had to buy them at the box office, so you don't have a ticket. You have a ticket on you?
I already got it.
Where's the ticket? Where is it? You have it?
Sorry.
How would you feel if the government made you show up for
Sorry, boss.
jury duty for some like
got work.
jaywalking? Do what you
Oh,
do.
I would have got a ticket.
21 plus Richmond. That's not a ticket. You have to buy a ticket.
That's what I told.
Yeah, so you need to buy a ticket at the box office and then you can go inside. That doesn't get you in.
I know you got the discount code.
I'm good. Thank you, though, man. Thank you.
ID?
So the guy did leave.
No, he wouldn't leave. That's why we had to call him.
I mean, they arrested him? Oh, he's in that van right now. Okay, they took him out. They had to come in and get him out?
We had to get him out, and then we tried to get him to leave, and he wouldn't leave. So we just had to call him.
He wouldn't leave the sidewalk?
Wouldn't leave our premise.
So he was inside.
Right.
You had to take him out,
We had to physically remove him.
and then once you removed him, then he was gone.
No, then he wouldn't leave.
Wouldn't leave where? The sidewalk?
Wouldn't leave our property. Yeah.
This sidewalk you're saying is yours?
No. What I'm saying is, once he was inside, and
Uh-huh.
he wouldn't leave inside, we had to detain him to the cops' arrived because he wouldn't leave inside. We didn't want anything to we didn't want it to escalate into physicality.
Oh, so you brought him out here and then detained him.
We detained him inside and brought him outside.
You detained him inside and brought him outside and wouldn't let him leave from outside.
No, we were trying to get him to leave. We wouldn't.
So he wasn't detained?
What's that?
So he wasn't detained?
He wasn't detained until we
Are you doing a citizen's arrest? Because you just detained somebody.
Sorry, just stay back, please.
Have you lost your fucking mind? Is this sidewalk closed? Is this road closed? Do you think you have some bubble around you? Kay Steiner? You got a lot of fucking balls, man. Why don't you tell her to stay back, you little pipsqueak? You bearded bitch. Your beard is little, man. You got a little sprinkle and a stretched out donut hole. So we're getting to the details here. And this guy said he detained him inside and then he wouldn't leave. So they brought him outside and he wouldn't leave from outside. That makes absolutely no sense. Why are you guys standing in the street? Why are you making that guy stand in the street? Look at this dumbass officer standing actually in the street with his back to traffic. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
This is the guy that got dragged out like hours ago?
You, did you witness it?
Yeah. He saw him got dragged out.
Oh, yeah?
For no apparent reason.
For no apparent reason? Well, the story is definitely changing, that's for sure. For no apparent reason. Steiner's a little bitch, for sure. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chili cheese corn Fritos because he drives the paddy wagon. So it's 8601 AG. He might just be citing him and releasing him. That's probably why he took his picture. Because if he was gonna take him to the Hooskow, then they would do all that there. guy said that this happened hours ago. I'm really stalling for dollars. Be good to see if he gets cited and released.
There, my guy. No, I'm from Morgan. Portland. Jimmy Town, USA. Like, that's not even the mating call for hippies. What is it? Mating call? No, you should swallow it.
She asked me like those are your powerful bottle.
Wait, hold on. Right here. I'll be right here.
Oh God, you got a blue line stripe on your phone too? Of course. Goddamn gang members. He's got a blue line on his phone. There it is. In his front pocket. I film the police, man. Don't. Yeah. The people aren't your enemy. That's your enemy.
You're
Yeah.
my enemy right now, filming me. I don't need. It's just this citation because trespassing bullshit. Stop filming.
Yeah. Well, I'm here for the cop right there.
What?
Have you ever heard of
Stop
the
filming.
Constitution of the United States?
Yes.
The right of the people to press,
You're fucking nut. Go home.
the right of the people to peaceably
Stop
assemble.
recording. I didn't give you consent to record.
Yeah, you did. When you stepped outside, you gave consent for everybody to see you.
So, it's a citation for he's a prosecutor. I'm just doing the paperwork. Yeah. You go, booking day is 9/16, 22, between 9 a.m. Don't try it. Yes, that's it. So it's supposed to be 9/16, 22, between 9 and 11 a.m. It says here. 4 waves, just basically up the road on that side.
I'm not sure who this guy is.
That's for you. No, that's for you. You can take it with you. And then you just go to court, wave them, and then you fight it out there. I'm not going to be there. Me too. And then you have my wife. You have my pen. Yep, my hat.
You're his dad? All right. It's handled then.
Procedure, I get you. I think.
You're going to have to take 10 years to go. Let's go fight it.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Wow. Always a nice bit of Stockholm Syndrome at the end. That's always good for the official narrative. Yeah. Press harder. Right.